Let's move on to some lighter news. Well, literally, picture this. You're in a flight and it gets diverted to a city in the opposite direction due to some mid-air nuisance by a pilot. An off-duty Alaska Airlines pilot tried to pull a crazy stunt by shutting off the engines mid-air. So why did the pilot do that? Well, he blamed it on another's breakdown and a wild psychedelic magic mushroom trip. So apparently, the pilot consumed magic mushrooms about 48 hours prior to the incident. And hours later, he was riding as a permitted jump seat passenger in the plane's cockpit. Now, this is a general practice that is allowed by the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration, or the FAA. It is a regular mode of transportation for the commercial airline pilots or staff to either go back home or fly off to their next assignment. After the flight reached cruising altitude, the pilot pulled the bizarre and dangerous move. He shut the plane's engines mid-air, causing utter chaos. As per reports, the pilot said, and I am quoting him, "I pulled both emergency shut-off handles because I thought I was dreaming and I just want to get up. I messed everything up." After being subdued by one of the pilots leading to his arrest, the pilot told an officer that he had consumed psychedelic or magic mushrooms for the first time, as he had allegedly been depressed for the past 6 months. Alaska Airlines reported that no signs of impairment were noticed at the time of check-in or even boarding process. That would have prevented the intoxicated pilot from boarding the flight. The Alaska Airlines flight bound for San Francisco had to be diverted to Portland, Oregon, after the menace. The suspect here in question is 44-year-old Joseph David Emerson. According to the county sheriff's booking information, Emerson has been booked on 83 counts of attempted murder and endangering an airplane after being arrested by Port of Portland police. Later in a court appearance, Emerson entered a not guilty plea to state charges through his defense attorney.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. For Mr. Emerson, he is truly named. We've received 2 copies of the district attorney's information. We would waive further reading and advice of rights, reserve all rights read into the record this morning, enter a not guilty plea on all counts. Request dates in the normal course.
Meanwhile, the FBI is further investigating the incident and have also assured the travelers that there is no continuing threat related to this incident. An FAA pilot database showed that Emerson is listed as a certified pilot who received a medical clearance last month. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.